Upon assuming office as Executive Vice Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of the National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure, NASENI, Khalil Suleiman Halilu wasted no time in setting the foundation for a new NASENI with a vision grounded in strategic transformation and innovation. Known as NASENI Strategic Launchpad, the new blueprint was framed upon 3C's principle of creation, collaboration, and commercialization, positioning NASENI as a vital driver of Nigeria's industrial and technological renaissance.
The National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure, NASENI, is a government agency designed to accelerate technology transfer in the country. So it's a model copied from the Asian Tigers, where you have a key agency that drives infrastructural development around areas of science and tech, that sits close to the president with his direct supervision. The key thing is to, boost the industrialization efforts in the country. How do you do policies? How do you take actions that will support industrialization? How do you foster partnerships? How do you raise investment? And how do you support small, medium, and even big players, in terms of industrialization of the country across various sectors? So when you're talking about science and engineering, you can imagine it can be quite vast. But each administration or every president comes with a particular area of focus, on how to use this agency to drive advancements in areas of science and tech. So just think of it like a Swiss knife for the president, to do interventions in areas of science and tech. NASENI's vision and main objectives for the future, I would like to categorize it into three. Number one, to become sustainable as far as industrialization is concerned. Secondly, to create jobs, for Nigerians, employ as many people as possible and give them a livelihood. And third, to be able to reduce capital flight by way of exports. How do we add value to items? As you know, Africa is a warehouse for raw materials, but how do we add value to these raw materials before we export them? So those are the key objectives and vision of NASENI. Nigeria, or Africa in general, is a country that always does leapfrogging in terms of technology. Just the same thing that happened with landlines versus mobile phone. Not most people have landlines, but everyone now has mobile phone. So I believe there is going to be a leapfrog, from the normal grid, to renewable energy and solar home systems. So there's a lot of potential around renewable energy. Likewise, mining. We have high deposits of minerals in Nigeria, so there's a huge opportunity for mining. And there's also agriculture. You can't discount that. We have very vast land that can be cultivated. But in a nutshell, the biggest opportunity, I think, is the population and the workforce. We have one of the most competitive workforce in the world. They said Nigerians make Scandinavians look lazy. So I think that's the biggest opportunity.
Through collaboration, NASENI seeks to forge strong partnerships with local and international stakeholders, creating synergies that expand the scope of its research and development and technological advancements. By creating indigenous solutions to modern challenges, the agency is empowering Nigeria's industrial base, ensuring that innovation is not only homegrown, but sustainable.
What set Nigeria apart from other countries is the terrain. Our diversity itself alone gives you like a sandbox, to play with. Any solution that works in Nigeria can easily work in other African countries. We have seen that happen in our fintech. We have seen now so many Nigerian banks opening branches in other African countries. So what set it apart really, Nigeria is a sandbox. If you're able to make it here, you can do it anywhere else. And of course, again, our population, our diversity, rich culture, our music, is the best, and maybe our jollof rice too. I think another potential is industrialization. We have huge deposit of lithium in Nigeria, and it has the potential to serve Africa as far as energy is concerned. Also, another potential for Africa is exports. With the Africa Continental Free Trade Area, lowering barriers, for exports. I remember back, in my family business, we have a product that sells more in Cote d'Ivoire than in the whole of Nigeria. So I believe there is a lot of potential for exports. We have shared similar cultures, we have similar living conditions, we also have similar challenges. So using Nigeria again as a sandbox, gives so much room and potential for exports of these items or technology in Africa.
Through commercialization, Khalil Halilu envisions the integration of these innovations into mainstream markets, driving economic growth and job creation. This forward-thinking agenda is not one that only aligns with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's Renewed Hope initiative, but a blueprint for national development, and is also in tandem with the United Nations global aspirations on sustainable development goals, making significant strides in advancing renewable energy and sustainability in key priority areas like SDG 7, SDG 9, and SDG 13. Consequently, this pivotal role played by NASENI led to the appointment of Khalil Suleiman Halilu to serve on the Presidential Committee on Climate Action. Under Khalil's leadership, NASENI is committed to harnessing the power of technology and innovation to meet Nigeria's development needs, improve lives, and create a legacy for future generations.
NASENI recently has just commissioned the biggest CNG conversion center in the country. Has a capacity of a little bit over 3,000 vehicles per month to support the transition from fossil fuel to more sustainable energy, which is on top of Mr. President's vision and agenda. Secondly, there is the national brand project, that we have. Nigeria has very few government-owned national brand. So we've launched that, where we partner with private companies. We also partner with companies abroad to be able to build products, that the average Nigerian can consume, especially the products that government constantly buy, like solar street lights, like electronics, like agricultural implements. So we've partnered with a lot of companies. Now you have NASENI Streetlight, NASENI Solar, NASENI Agricultural Inputs, so that is the second on the national brand. The third key project that we have is what we call the National Asset Restore Program. So in the process of building the national brand, we realized that we have a lot of assets that are redundant, probably some broken down. For example, if you're talking about tractors, we discovered that we have over 55,000 tractors in the country, just lying fallow. So we launched the National Asset Restore Program, where it aims at identifying assets in the country, both government and private, and how can we put them back to use. So we partner with vendors or technicians depending on the area. So some are computer assets, some are electronics, some are cars. For example, we partnered with the Nigerian police. They have a lot of cars that need fixing, so we're putting them back to use. This project is mainly aimed at reducing our spending with regards to buying new equipment, buying new tools, for operations, but rather how do we put life back into the old ones. And of course, this is in line with the SDG goals with regards to, being able to renew value and put things into proper use and extend the lifespan of these items.
The new NASENI is not just another agency. It is a beacon of hope for Nigeria's industrial revolution, aiming to place the nation at the forefront of global technological competitiveness. In just 1 year at the helm of NASENI, Khalil Suleiman Halilu has redefined the agency's trajectory, pushing forward a bold vision for innovation, industrialization, and economic transformation.
Before I joined, NASENI is mostly focused on research and development. But now we're pushing more towards bringing this research and development from shelves and taking them to market. So as we speak now, we have about 35 market-ready products. About 10 of them are already in the market, and we think that's a great achievement. The whole essence of research and development is to have an impact, on the lives of people, not just to get certificates or publish a book and keep them on the shelves, but also internal reforms within the organization, to be able to recalibrate everyone's thinking, from just doing research, and keeping them in the labs, but now to move them, to the market. And generally, NASENI has become more open, more business-like, not the typical government, agency. We're doing a lot of partnerships. Currently, we have a technology hub, that invites people to come in and show their innovations, and then see how we can partner together with them and scale. We also have the NASENI campus, coming on board, where you find talents in different parts of the country or continent, and bring them in to test run these ideas that they have, build prototypes, and find a partner where they can scale, these products. But the whole, what I would consider the key achievement is the ability to be able to do a complete turnaround from just a research-based institute, now to a commercialized institute that takes product and map out the entire journey from idea, to prototype, to small production, all the way to mass production, so that it can have impact on the average Nigerian.
He repositioned NASENI to become the driving force behind Nigeria's technological future, with an increase in investments to a record $3.25 billion. His leadership has sparked the development of 35 market-ready products, each designed to accelerate Nigeria's industrial capacity and bring technology solutions to the forefront. Institutional reforms followed, with the implementation of the 2023-2027 Strategic Launchpad, paving the way for streamlined governance and the introduction of the Growth Hatch platform, an initiative geared towards fostering employee development and well-being. Khalil's commitment to a dynamic workforce has been further demonstrated by investments in staff training and the enhancement of welfare conditions. Innovation and technology lie at the heart of Khalil Halilu's vision. His leadership has seen the establishment of an innovation hub at NASENI headquarters, the launch of Hatchbox, a groundbreaking initiative for STEM education, and the digitization of agency services. Under his guidance, NASENI is also developing AI solutions and delivering online global management courses, positioning the agency at the cutting edge of technological advancement. Khalil has not only focused on technological prowess, but also on ensuring Nigeria's industrial future. His leadership is behind the National Asset Restore Program and the launch of Irrigate Nigeria projects, designed to promote sustainable agriculture and industrial restoration.
Still, there is a huge gap with regards to electrification in the country, and there is a big room for renewable to play. You're talking about solar, lithium battery, Nigeria with a huge population. So it's one place for investors, to play in. Secondly, agriculture. We're still importing. We're one of the biggest importers in Africa with regards to food. Even though we have some areas where we are self-sufficient, like rice, but there's a huge opportunity for people to invest. Looking at the population that we have, to be able to absorb all this produce. There's also mobility. We are moving from fossil fuel vehicles to more renewable electric vehicle, gas-powered vehicle. So that's another area of opportunity for investors to play.
NASENI has also partnered with industry leaders to bridge the gap between research and real-world applications. From solar lamp systems to lithium battery factories, Khalil's vision is deeply rooted in the manufacturing of made-in-Nigeria products, including smart devices, laptops, and meters, as well as defense equipment, creating jobs and reducing dependence on import. NASENI, under Khalil Halilu, is also driving policy advocacy and ensuring Nigeria's place as the primary technology transfer agency.
The key contribution for NASENI is the ability to set a ground, for accelerated technology transfer. So previously, technology transfer used to be, a heavy move. What I mean by heavy move is people go straight into production. So what we've done is we build a framework, to break it down, to the most easiest baby steps, so that you begin to have quick and early tractions while you recalibrate your products. We took the Apple model, where you have things designed in California, but produce majority in China and India. So we begin to change mindset of people and industrialists that you can take baby steps in terms of technology transfer, starting from design. At least if it's been designed in Nigeria, by a Nigerian that understands the environment, and then produce elsewhere, that is the first move. And then secondly, how can you begin to do assembly, to increase the number of people working within that sector. So assembly from semi-knockdown, and then moving to the next part, which is complete knockdown, and then eventually going into production. So we've cut it down into chunks, to make it easy and seamless, as well as de-risk investment, especially for companies coming in from outside the country, because there's always this chicken and egg between you come and invest first, then we give you a favorable policy, or you give us a favorable policy, then we come and invest. But if you see, by mapping it, into these simple and easy steps, it sort of de-risk and bring comfort on both sides to enable industrialization happen in the country.
The Ajaokuta Steel Complex Roadmap, policy recommendations, and contributions to economic growth all underscore his commitment to national development.
Yes, there are challenges, but there are a lot of opportunities. You travel around the world, you see countries looking for problems to solve. We have enough here to solve, especially for the entrepreneurs. There is a lot of opportunities. This is our journey. The road is rough, but we are getting there. We just need to brace up and embrace and see the opportunities, that are there. If you take a place like Lagos, they tell you Lagos is quite challenging, but people forget to mention the fact that it's one of the biggest economy, in Africa. So everywhere there are challenges, you see there are complementary, things, especially for the businesses and entrepreneurs to thrive. I always wake up every day and, try to look at what opportunity, to jump on. And I encourage every Nigerian to do so. There are a lot of opportunities, whether it's, from the entertainment industry, or from manufacturing, or from agriculture, or philosophy work. There's just so much to do, And, our population is big enough to absorb whatever you bring as far as market is concerned. Over 200 million people, you don't need to go far. Once you do the right thing, there's the numbers to be able to absorb whatever you do. So we're welcoming everyone to Nigeria.
With this pace of achievement, Khalil Suleiman Halilu's tenure is reshaping Nigeria's industrial and technological landscape, placing NASENI at the center of the country's renewed hope and future.